Stirring the triple bastard chart. Take two. Straighten out the goatee after I slept on it and it's crooked all night. Stirring the triple bastard dark roast coffee with the giant chopsticks of truth using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, triple bastard dark roast coffee in the Rise and Shine coffee mug. Let's give this a shot today. Always good. I actually look forward to waking up and having a cup of this every day. They are the official coffee sponsor of the Daybreak Show. The link is down below. You will not be disappointed. Remember Rise and Shine from Hardee's? They used to have a coffee club where you buy the mug and then you get your coffee for free. I don't even know if Hardee's still exists. I used to like getting Hardee's coffee and these cinnamon biscuits that were insane. I remember when I was married, we're talking years ago, driving to the Outer Banks from Philly. We wouldn't hit Hardee's until we hit Virginia and North Carolina. And then I would always get the double pack of the cinnamon biscuits. You know, like a regular biscuit, but it was a cinnamon biscuit with raisins, and it had like this, I don't know, this white frosting kind of stuff, glaze or whatever on it. And they were just insane. I'd always get 2 packs and a couple coffees and what the fuck? So let me ask you this. Why is a person with your talents and abilities not making $250K a year? That's what I want to know. What's the matter? Are you depressed, discouraged, not feeling well? Why aren't you? You have 24 hours in a day like everyone else. There's really no excuse. And I'm not condemning you, but what I am saying is, why is a person with your talents, gifts, and abilities not making $250K a year? Just wondering. I do coaching, if you want. YouTuber, content creator, authors, speaker friends, you need to celebritize yourself. An agent is not going to do it. Casting agents are not going to do it. So-called filmmakers aren't going to do it. 5,000 likes aren't going to do it. Networking groups and meetup groups aren't going to do it. The only thing that matters is your 1099 at the end of the year. What does it say about all your activity? What does it say about all your effort? That's why I say, how come you're not making $250K a year? Come on. The phrase plants and birds and rocks and things, from the band America and the song Horse with No Name, I kind of view that as the America equivalent of the Eagles' A Girl, My Lord, and a Flatbed Ford. Iconic lines from the 1970s. What other iconic lines from the 70s do you remember? Here's an ad from 1934. If you want to get ahead, get a hat. 1934. Shows a woman and a man walking either down a street or in a department store. And what are her words? That's just the kind of hat to go with your new sport coat. She says sports coat. That was a thing. Hats. 30s and 40s and 50s hats. When I look at pictures of my European relatives when they came here to America, right off the boat, they had hats. Not baseball caps. Hats. Like a man's hat. But I guess now if you wear a hat, you're a dork. Or a fake trad, or I don't know. What's the latest thing this year? How we can break people's balls. Remember, there was a thing about wearing cargo shorts. Like, what the hell? I like cargo. As a matter of fact, I went out and bought more cargo shorts when people started ranting on cargo shorts. As a matter of fact, my 5.11 tactical cargo shorts are the best. They're kind of like cop law enforcement shorts. They have 8 or 9 pockets. Deep pockets. Not shallow-ass department store cargo short pockets. Deep pockets, so your phone goes way down deep. You want your Spyderco knife clipped to the side. It's got like a little D loop on it. It's got a kind of a canvas strap in the back to hang any tactical gear. Now, obviously, EDC lovers will love these shorts. Love them. I know you will. But they are absolutely amazing. And I've been a cargo shorts guy because I'm like all about cargo. I'm all about storage space and being, as a prepper, obviously you want everything on you. You want like 2 pens, a pocket knife, a mini flashlight, a pack of Band-Aids, a pack of antibiotic ointment, like a little foil pack. You can't help but like loading up at the beginning of the day. But I will tell you, the 5.11 tactical pants, I get the black ones, out of this world. And the material is made of this ripstop kind of stuff. So you're not going to poke holes and have this tear in them, that kind of thing. And they actually look good. After you wash them, just warm iron, perfect. Look great with a polo shirt. Look great with a t-shirt if you got the flat belly. There's nothing worse than cargo shorts and kind of like a little belly hanging over. And then you get the 5.11 nylon real flat belt to go on it. It's just a badass look. I like it. So I'll put links for them down below if you have that body. This is what I think. I think you should get them and the belt and then start working on the belly. Get rid of the belly. Because it's a badass look to have a pair of shorts on and a flat belt. I'll tuck in shirts. Sometimes not. But this whole culture of leaving shirts untucked, I get it because I have untucked shirts. The Untuck It company, and then, of course, every company, J. Crew, and every department store has their own branded untucked type of shirts where there's less fabric in the sleeves. The tails are 2 inches shorter, so it doesn't look like you're wearing a nightgown. It's a good look, and it's enduring. It's going to be in style 10 years from now, as it was 10 years ago. No one will ever call you cutting edge. The only cutting edge that you'll be is the Spyderco knife, clip knife, the Endura 4 in your pocket, which I'll put a link for down below. I can't believe how happy I am with that knife. Oh my gosh. Wow. The ease of opening is amazing. It is the best apple slicer. When I say that, you EDC and prep guys, when I say apple slicer, you kind of read between the lines. It's the best darn apple slicer I've ever had. Well, I am convinced that if a gas station marketed their gas saying it was organic and non-GMO, and let's just figure out, let's figure out a few other marketing terms. And if they hired former Whole Food Markets employees that had beards, Birkenstocks, dreadlocks, and tie-dye shirts, the lines would go around the block for miles. Organic, non-GMO gas. It's like vegans that feed their animals, carnivore animals. Your pets are carnivore. You know that, right? But you feed them like salads and shit, like as their main food. What are you, nuts? I'll never forget, probably one of the biggest methods of losing weight and getting in shape. Obviously, abs start in the kitchen, and it's nice to have some abs again for the first time in many years. It's nice. It's not a six-pack, but I got the abs, so it's nice. I'm not quite ripped, only because when I get ripped, my face also gets ripped. I still like a little bit of fat on my face, There's times if I'm ripped and I have low body fat, people are like, "Are you okay? You're not drinking enough water. Are you getting enough sleep?" Never fails. But I'll never forget Anthony Robbins saying that to view food as fuel, like you wouldn't put Coca-Cola in your car, right? You use the fuel that's approved for it to run optimally. Same thing with your body. Why are you putting processed shit in your body? Put the food in it to make it run optimally. That's why I went to carnivore. When I went to carnivore, everything changed. Everything changed. Now I'm kind of like ketovore, high protein, high fat, low carb. It worked. When you look at my older videos, there's a chubby Sultan. Now I'm lean, strong. I leaned out. I feel good. Down to a 34-inch waist. It feels good. I went from extra large shirts to, with some brands, they're large, some of the newer clothing I just think is smaller. Like fitted clothing just means like the next size down. I don't like tight things. I want something that fits well, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing something that's one size too small. But I went from an extra large in everything, to wearing a medium. And now I'm just like a lean, tight medium. And with some clothing brands, I am actually a large. And that feels good. So at 5'11", I'm in the 180s now, which makes me feel freaking unstoppable. I think last time I stepped on the scale, I was about like 187. And man, I feel good. But think about it. Organic, non-GMO gas. Man, the Priuses would be lined up forever, wouldn't they? The funniest signs and stickers are in thrift stores on products. There was a 5-pound dumbbell. Now, you can feel good about your purchase because it was tested. They put a sticker, like on electronic products where they just test it first to see if it works. On the dumbbell, there's a sticker that says, tested works. You definitely would not want to buy that dumbbell because you don't want to take a chance that it wouldn't work. So there I was in the store. Yeah, it works. It works. Oh, thrift stores. Pretty funny. So when I said that the beloved wife, my dear, my love, and my wife goes to Fleming's Steakhouse with you, and the girlfriend goes to the Waffle House, there's some that read that you need to have a wife they were thinking that I was saying have a wife and a girlfriend. Look, I got these racing stripes. Where are they coming from? Hold on a second here. That's why I like doing my show. That's why I like doing my show early in the morning, so I don't have to deal with like wacky lighting. The one thing I can predict in the morning is the lighting. Hold on. All right. There, I minimized the racing stripes on me. I did one, I forget what video it was, where I had like these light, from the mini blinds, these light stripes across my face. I didn't realize until I was editing the video and I saw like these diagonal stripes. Someone said, is that on purpose? I'm like, oh shit, I'm not going to go back and shoot the whole show over again. Back to the topic. There's some people who read my statement that you need to have a wife and a girlfriend, like have a side piece or two that you take to Outback and the Waffle House and whatever. No, I am a monogamist. I believe in having a wife, and that's all. Let me spell it out. Stop spending money. Okay, let me just spell it out for some of the guys out there who don't get it. Stop spending huge money on women who are merely girlfriends to impress them. Once you get married, if that's your thing, these days you have to say if that's your thing, then you go to the fine dining establishments. I was talking to a gal the other day at work, and she said it creeps her out. She's on some kind of dating site, and it creeps her out when some guy like wants to take her to like the Capitol Grill or Fleming's or something like that on a first date. She's like, Rita's water ice is cool. A cup of coffee is cool. Maybe taking a stroll is cool, but like $200, $250, $300 for like, a tomahawk steak dinner with a, $120, $150 bottle of wine. She's like, no, thank you. She even felt weird doing that. So she's like, no more steakhouses. So that's what I meant when I said that. The beloved wife, my dear, my love, my wife, she goes to the steakhouse. Girlfriend, dating, Waffle House. That's it. And with some, the outhouse. What was that song? What the heck was that song? I remember the line. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Anyone remember that? The old hip-hop songs were just insane. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Oh, Lord. I could do a show with just like funny lines. As a matter of fact, one of my subscribers, I remember, was the one who sent me the lyrics from NWA where you want lobster, but I was thinking Burger King. Crack me up. The best Tucker Carlson conversations that I've ever watched. One is Father Josiah Trenum, who is kind of an anti-bacon, lettuce, and tomato guy. Read between the lines there. And Andrew Tate's interview that came out yesterday. It's actually really, really good. I'm not jumping on the smash and slam Tate bandwagon. I'm not going to do that. As an older guy, I could sit there and make all kinds of weird videos about that. But as an older guy, I view myself as a father to these younger guys, and I'm there for them. If Andrew wanted to reach out to me or Tristan wanted to reach out to me, guess who would be there for them? Me. You know why? Because I give a crap about what men go through. I don't qualify men first before I help them. You need to be living this way or saying this or doing that or not have a history of this or that. I will share my wisdom. I've been on this earth. I'm in my seventh decade now, in my mid-60s. Think about that, seventh decade. There's got to be some wisdom in there somewhere, right? Andrew, Tristan, I'm here for you if you need me. That's all I need to say. I love this cartoon. It's made of 6 frames. The woman says, if I died, would you get remarried? Husband says, definitely not. She says, why not? Don't you like being married? Like, this reminds me of, like, you just can't get it right, no matter what you do. Okay, I'd get remarried, he says. She says, would she live in our house? He says, well, I can't imagine selling the house. I guess she would. The wife says, would she sleep in our bed? He says, well, the bed is brand new and expensive, so I guess so. The wife says, I see. And you would let her wear my clothes? He says, I suppose if she wanted to. The woman says, and I suppose you would let her play with my golf clubs too. Husband replies, no, she's left-handed. Perfect comeback. Again, the unpleasable woman. Do you have an unpleasable woman in your life? Like, no matter what you say or do, just does not measure up. Break free from that shit, my brother. Just break free. Or go deaf the way that I did. Seriously. At least lose the hearing in one ear. You'll be able to tolerate it. Thinking about dating sites, a woman with bad skin, thinning and receding hair, almost going bald, and a tooth missing in the front will still get men on dating sites swiping right for her. If that was a guy, nobody would contact him. Doesn't matter. Some dudes will, some guys will put it in warm liver. It's amazing. What the simpage of some men is absolutely amazing. Unbelievable. And in other news, do you plant trees and plants and flowers for people? I do. Like, I drive back past my old marital home and I have trees that I planted for my kids when they were born. And my daughter's tree, of course, the house is owned by another family now. My daughter's tree is beautiful that I planted for her. My son's tree is huge right now. The other son's tree is huge right now. But I've also done that with relationships as well, where I planted something. I love this phrase from C.S. Lewis. The homemaker has the ultimate career. Excuse me while I have my coffee. All other careers exist for one purpose only, and that is to support the ultimate career. Everything should support the homemaker. I've said I'm open to marriage again. And, if she wants to work, fine. If she doesn't want to work, that's fine. I want her to stay busy. I want her to be productive. I want her to contribute to the family. I don't need my wife's income, but I think it'll help her maintain her sanity. I mean, I guess there's so many times you can get your damn nails done and get massages and that, whatever. But the reality is, a homemaker is the ultimate career. And men, if at all possible, allow her to be a homemaker if you can make it happen. That's why I say, why aren't you making $250K a year? What's the matter with you? The ultimate career. Wouldn't it be nice to come home to a nice, clean home? Smells good. Dinner on the table. Come on. Think traditional just for a second. Maybe not. Maybe you don't think that way. I think that way. But I know my wife will not have to work if she doesn't want to. And that's the way I've arranged my life. That's how I have created my life. I want a wife. I don't need a roommate that I have sex with a couple times a week. I want a wife. I want a helpmate. Nearly 40 years of helping men screw their head on straight and feet firmly planted on the ground. The video from the other day, the hello, one small coffee, please, that video. A gentleman says, thank you for your help back in 2019. Your advice and knowledge were absolutely crucial to my recovery from my divorce. I was a total mess, and your wisdom helped me so much. Never had that kind of guidance in my life. Too bad I didn't find your videos before making such a horrible mistake. Definitely would have saved me a lot of money and years of life. I hope you can keep helping the men watching your work for an infinite time, because you are a huge benefit to our society again. Thank you. I wish my videos existed when I went through my divorce. There was no resources like what I am providing now. There were no resources like this. I was in the dark, literally in the dark, just guessing where I was going. And man, it sucked. And it prolonged the BS in my life. The prettier the woman, the shittier she'll treat you in the long run. Prettier and shittier rhyme, don't they? Especially in this age of attention whore social media. I'm not on social media. Next thing you know, she's doing a split on the beach on social media. And if she gets thinner, she starts changing her look, etc. Start thinking of getting someone else. Unload her now, because she ain't doing it for you, my brother. Can we just make that clear? There's very few who age gracefully, to be honest with you. You know, the woman that's obsessed with her looks, her soul gets wrinkled and flabby. She might have a tight face, no wrinkles, and the eyes, and the big fat lips or whatever, and the lipo, and the weird skin that's been like torn up from chemical peels and Botox. You know what I mean? Like, I have all these wrinkles. I remember asking a girlfriend once, should I get Botox? She's like, no, your wrinkles add character. I don't think women like character on their face. They do whatever they can to not have the character thing. Beauty fades, but a woman who fears God will be praised. Who will she be praised by? Her husband? Her children? The men at the gates? In other words, men in control. The men that her husband knows are the guys that will say, you sure lucked out. God sure has blessed you. And then, of course, in Proverbs, one of my favorite scriptures, where the husband says to the wife, many women have done excellently, and I always add my dear, my love, and my wife, but you have surpassed them all. Imagine having a woman that surpasses them all. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. I'm still waiting for that family statue to return in Conshohocken. We'll see if that ever happens. I'll just bring that up until it comes back. I'm going to drive by there today. I have to stop by the post office. If you ever want to write me, it's P.O. Box 1, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania 19428. If you ever want to send me a letter or a card or drop something in the mail for me. And I drive past that little park on the main drag, which would be the equivalent of a main street. It used to have that statue called the family. Now that the family has been redefined, and I should pull out my dictionary from the 1800s, that would be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do a session where, like, what words should I look up? Like family, marriage, male, female, that kind of stuff. What words have we redefined? My whole thing is this. Stop redefining words, you nut jobs. Stop it. Stop it. Didn't Matt Walsh do something, what is a woman? Like, really? That's like a topic for discussion? Come on. Anyways, no one at the town hall, the borough hall, is responding to any questions about the family statue. Nobody. Nobody who is employed, from what I understand, nobody who is employed by the township is actually answering questions on why the statue was taken down and where it is. They did it a few years ago with a statue of Christopher Columbus. They removed it. They placed it somewhere where no one can see it. Because, Christopher Columbus is very offensive. You know that, right? Crazy. Many of you women, or I'll just say many women, they blow quality relationships with good men because you're too distracted by the unrealistic goals of the perfect man and fake attention that you get at work and on social media. Men want to build. When I meet a woman, I want to build. I don't want to just I want to build. Build what? One woman said, "What? Build what? Cabinets? Build cabinets?" I'm like, no, build something that will outlive both of us. Men want to build, and you just want to kick and fight and don't appreciate what you have. He wants to build a better life for both of you. What the hell is going on? Hold on. I swear to God, I got to get a studio. It's a street sweeper thing going by. The noisiest neighborhood I've ever lived. It's a nice neighborhood, relatively safe, but the noisiest damn thing. At any given time of day, between 8 a.m., well, even sometimes 7, weed whackers, leaf blowers, and lawnmowers. I wish they would just say, like, Saturday is... But then again, that would be, like, a little restrictive. That would almost be communist. You can only use, like, gas-powered lawn tools on Saturdays. Instead, everybody picks, whatever days they want. So 7 days a week, you got things going on. Always noisy. You want to lay in your backyard with a hammock, on a hammock with a glass of lemonade and read a book. Within 5 minutes, you're going to hear, the weed whackers, the lawnmowers, and leaf blowers. How did I get on that topic? We want to build. Men want to build. But what do women want? Like, we want to build a better life for me and you. Girlfriend, wife-to-be. I want to build a better life. I don't want your life to go down. I want your life to go up. Like, I want my life to go up. But you'd rather sample all the food on the world's buffet table. Food. Then what happens? He'll build something of value and something that will last with someone else because you didn't want to build. And he just gives you the big, giant middle finger. While you're still dreaming that Brad Pitt is magically going to walk into your life, he's building something. Men are builders, not destroyers. Men, you are a builder, not a destroyer. Keep that in mind. And with that, finish your coffee and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.